Fishing's got a bit too serious these days, so we thought we'd lighten it up a little bit. Come out for a day's match with the man, Derek Ritchie.
Get it on with the Don! Come on!
This is match of the day. We've got 4 hours, 2 hours on each side, so we'll toss a coin for who goes in which swim, and at half time we'll swap round.
Am I allowed to substitute? I've got Bob Nubb waiting down the road.
No chance.
No chance.
Right, nice and simple. Obviously, no casting in each other's swims. 2 rods each. You can do what you like. Should we get it on?
We got to get it on.
Best of luck.
Let's
have it.
Let's toss the coin. Let's have a quick toss up. Right.
Go on in, what do you reckon? You're cool.
My call?
Yeah.
I'll go heads.
No, I mean, you're cool.
My call?
You're cool, man.
I'm cool. Ah, I'm cool. Yeah.
Right, your heads, yeah? Heads,
Yeah.
so what? Heads, you get the choice?
Yeah.
Right. Tails never fails.
Oh, no. Where are you going first? There or there?
Well, we've got, what we got, 2 or 4?
Well, there.
I'll go this side.
You're going to go that side,
Yeah.
OK then, and I'll go that side.
Cool.
We left one swing in between. We're down here at Suffolk Water Park, and this is the match 8, match 1. What a place, match of the day.
Well, Derek Ritchie's already got his rods out and I'm still sorting my bits and bobs out. I did tie up 10 rigs in advance last night. Nothing complicated, I'll show you them in a minute. But in the meantime, obviously, he's got his sticks out, I've got to get mine out. 2 here ready to go, no messing about. I don't think I'm going to worry about any bait for the time being. Just a little bag, little hook bait, and hopefully we can find them fish. Let's get on it. Good bit of depth, well, enough depth anyway. Apparently it's a bit shallower down the other end. Just flick that one about 25 yards, put the other one a little bit further, and we'll see what happens. If nothing's happened within 10 minutes, I'll be moving them.
I've never ever been and fished a lake before in my life. Joe's up there in the other swim. I think he's in number 2 and I'm in number 4. Right, what I've done is I've just got 2 pineapple wangers on a pop-up, just like that. Right, I've got some bags. They've got pellet in them. I might switch it around, put a little bit of boilie in the bag as well. But here's one I prepared earlier. I made a few of them last night. Poor old Joe ain't got no PVA. Ha ha. I have, I've got tons of it. Right, here we go. Now, what I can think of, a lot of people who fish in these matches on here don't cast it out too far. If you have a look, it's round the probably 12, 14 metres. That's where they're going to be. So what we do is we plop this one in, just like that. That will do nicely. And now we've got to get it on with the Don.
Well, it's the left-hand rod away first and it feels like an absolute lump. All quiet up there, old boy?
Yeah! Yeah! Fall off, fall off, fall off!
It's in the net. There we go, that's what done the damage. 10mm cell and a little bit of white corn topped off there. Size 8 mixer, nice and light, nice and small. 1-0 to the Morgan Wanderers. Come on.
It's just gone on 1-0 up. Boo! Can't have him going 1-0 up. Mind you, I sneaked what he was doing. He's on the cell. Get it in there. Even though he ain't got no PVA, it looks like he's got a few little bits and pieces down there. So we'll have to see. It's only just started. We're like 15 minutes in. Come on, the Don. He's got to get it on.
Well, obviously this is a match lake there. I used to get in grub on a regular basis, and also if you get a bit of grub out there, obviously that tends to create a bit of competition for food. Get 1 or 2 fish feeding, that attracts the others, and hopefully you can get sort of multiple takes. I'm going to knock up a bit of mix. Got some of the mixed up pellets in there. Got some boiling water on them. Bit of salty chili fish. Stick mix. So the water, I've done it before, talked about it before on Carp TV, it just helps to get everything working, you know, all the scents kicking out there, and all the oils within the pellets as well. Obviously it warms that up, and that just means that they're going to spread out in the water that little bit better. Another thing I'm going to add into that is some liquidised bread, which I've done last night. Well, bread's obviously a brilliant bait, they love anyway, but also if you're catapulting out balls or spodding out little spods of it, then that just helps to sit in the water column, and if there are any fish passing through, it just helps to pull them down to the spot really. Bit of extra oil, bit of hemp seed oil, and again that'll soak into all the little bits and bobs, and that'll sink down to the bottom, and then little droplets of oil will just raise up off of that, and just like before, anything swimming over it is going to get pulled down. Well, that's the plan anyway. I'd say that's pretty much looking about there. I will just add some more water. The more liquid in there, the more scent that's going to disperse into the actual lake itself. Now all I've done is I've literally just walked this out about 25 yards, and I'm going to pick myself a marker on the horizon, that darker tree in the background there. I think a lot of the lake beds, much of a muchness up here, and what you find with these match venues is there's so many fish in here anyway, a lot of the lake bed just gets, well, ploughed to death really, so it's all lovely and clear.
Right, cloud mix. What you got to do is you can use it as a stick and a bag mix, right? Or you can use it with particles and just mix up a right old slop. What I'm going to do is, if you fish on zigwigs and you're fishing up in the water, what you got to do is knock up a nice little mix to put a bit of colour into the water, all right? And what'll happen, this will just dissolve on the way down and just make a nice big cloud. What I've done is I've put a little drop of water in the bottom, all right? What you can do is put this into a spom, right, and feed it as a nice sloppy mix, or what you can do is knock it up into balls, and you can put it in ball form. What you can do is, to give it added flavour, I've got a little bit of the old banoffee there. We'll put a little bit of that in there, and to complement that, you can use a nice little bit of coconut. And there's the old coconut, look. Put a bit of that in there, and oh my God, that looks like porridge. That's beautiful. If you can imagine that coming out of a spom, beauty of that old spom is that everything stays in there until it hits the water. That is what I would use as my cloud mix, right? It just smells so divine with that banana. If this was Ponga Vision, right, you'd be going, oh, yum, yum, I want to eat that. That is fantastic. Look at all the little bits and pieces that are in there, little bits of hemp and whatever, just left floating about in the water.
Just about to hit the half-time barrier.
And it's Pooh.
1-0.
1-0 to Joey.
Must admit, it's not looking very good out here, is it?
No.
I'm not very keen on having your swim, and I don't suppose you're particularly keen on having my swim.
No.
Should we move?
I reckon that's a good idea.
Right, we've got another old chunk of lake down there with no one in it.
Yep, get it on.
Sweet.
Get it out.
Right, I've tossed a coin, and we've got swims 10 and 11. Thankfully, I've got an 11 because 11's a bit of a lucky number for me. Going to clip my spot up a little bit further out this time, and again put half a dozen spods on that, put a bottom bait on that. The other rod I'm just going to fish as a little single bag, but what I'm going to do is every sort of 10 minutes or so I'll put another couple of spods out, and if nothing happens off the bottom of that spot, I'm going to put a zig on and try that, you know, just up in the water a little bit, obviously spodding a little bit of bait over the top of it as well. It's got to be worth a go. In these sort of situations, you've got to keep ringing the changes. I thought it was going to be a little bit easier than this, but I think the main key is at the moment we haven't really dropped on the bulk of the fish, so hopefully moving it up here we will do just that.
Now we've gone into the second half, I'm putting a little bit of pellet in there. I'm going to bolt a bit out there, put a little bit of gear out there, make a bit of a little patch, and then start fishing over the top of it. So we just got to suck it and see. That's all we can do.
Oh mate, Well, that was a bit of relief, wasn't it?
Well, it was.
See that finally going?
After we've been sitting here all this time.
Don't lose it.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't talk about losing it. Oh, as it happens, it ain't too bad.
It's coming.
All of £8.
Yes,
Yeah!
1-1.
1-1. How's that? 1-1. Don pulls one back. That's me. 1-1. Johnny's definitely in the basement. Now we've got to do is catch a couple more and whoop the little fella's ass.
Well, I've just been spodding over a zig for the last sort of 20 minutes or so. I just decided to laugh that one off and reel it in and change it over. I was halfway through winding it in and the left-hand rodder's away. This one, I just put 3 spods on top of it. Little bottom bait with a little stick. We were starting to get a bit worried about the lack of activity, but Derek's just had one. And hopefully this one will make it 2-1.
Shut up.
But obviously, it's got to go in that net first. Nice little leathery mirror, a dodgy dorsal, bit of a character. Cheers, mate. You might have won the match for me, but there's more time yet. Obviously in these situations, speed fishing, it pays to be prepared. So I've got rigs ready made with baits on them, I've got bags made up, and I've also got rigs with the bag on ready to go and the tail rubber. So literally all I need to do is clip that on and it's out there ready to go. Just saves a lot of time messing about. So in between when you're not getting bites, you know, you can tie up a few bags, tie up a few rigs, just get everything ready. Go on then, number 3. Literally same old hook baits. I'm using a 10mm cell topped off with various bits really. I've got some with little bits of pineapple pop-ups. Oh, what was I saying about that other rod?
Oh.
And off it goes, double take. Let's get this one in the net and pick that one up. It's all going off. Well, hey! What are you saying, Derek?
What am I saying? You're an arse.
There we go, there's the biggest one of the 2. Nice little common. Very welcome indeed. The Don's getting a bashing and I don't think he likes it. Back you go, mate. Thanks for your visit. He's only got another one on.
Down in there, ain't I? Look, is it one just popped his head out? I'll have to go down there, mate.
Go for it.
I'll have to go for it. I'll have to run.
You've got some catching up to do, so you're welcome to it, mate. The move paid off, didn't it? Cool, look at that, it's a corker.
It's a little stonker.
That's all caught up. Proper little scaly one.
That too.
Where'd you have that one from?
Down there.
Oh yeah, the old Matchman's inside line.
Yeah, that was
Never
the
ignore
one.
the inside line.
Come on.
That's a little, really pretty little one, that one, mate.
I left it a bit late and Joe bent the rules a little bit and let me come round here on this bank. But there you go. Hopefully, might be able to catch him up, I don't know. But he'll get a bite, I know he will. Will you, Joe? Right, put a little fella back. Woohoo! See you later. Come on, let's be having ya.
I thought it was all over.
I thought it was all over, but it's too late. We need extra time. There we go. That'll do. Here we go.
Lovely.
Well, hey, where the monkeys? Right, we've got it out of the picture and it's just jumped back in. Doesn't matter.
There we go.
only
It
a
went
little
in the
one.
net. I unhooked it. It was definitely counted. 5-3. Put it there.
5-3.